Ahoy there, crew! This is your captain speaking, and today we're designing my Mikusona. First off, we're starting off with a simple piece to show off the design. I had a list of a few details I knew I wanted to add in, so I started off with those. I wanted her to have the iconic twin tails, but obviously in red, since that is my color. I also added in some bangs to match my own design. I wanted her to have a sleeveless turtleneck real bad. I did initially want to add that to my official design, but it wasn't piratey enough. Luckily, it wouldn't mismatch too badly for my Mikusona. The last thing I wanted to add in were some long leg warmers. Other than that, I didn't really have any idea of what I wanted to do for her outfit. Because of that, I went through quite a few iterations. I can really figure out something that I liked, so I took a look at some of the Vocaloid designs for inspiration, mainly Miku herself, of course. I decided to carry over the idea of arm sleeves. I drew them in a way to match the puffy leg warmers. After that was done, I needed to figure out something for the skirt. I ended up going with a very frilly, layered skirt. I've been wanting to practice drawing frills a lot more. I think they came out pretty good. After drawing the first layer, I did copy it to create the rest. It did make it look a little more stiff, but I just didn't have it in me to draw more frills after that. The base design ended up pretty symmetrical, so I had to mess around with that when I was coloring. Sleeves and leg warmers as colors were swapped to create a bit more of a half and half look. I almost split up the hair like that too, but half red and the other half pink. But decided against it in the end. It wouldn't really fit into my current design as much. I still wanted to make the hair more interesting though, while still bringing in that bit of Miku's iconic cyan color. So I added that color to the tips of her hair to create a nice gradient. Another thing I did to enhance the asymmetry was make one of the eyes red, while still keeping the other my nice green-blue color. And that's it for my Mikusona design. I think she came out pretty fun. I really like the big smile I ended up giving her. It looks a little creepy, but I love that. Just popping in to let you know that my commissions are now open, so if you like what you see and would like an artwork for yourself, please consider taking a look at my Ko-fi. I'll leave a link down in the description. After finishing my Mikusona, I just had to draw her with the actual Miku. I wanted to draw them in a very symmetrical pose since they are sort of alternate versions of each other. They're the same but different. I went with the pose where they were pressing their cheeks against each other and singing into a mic. I almost accidentally drew them looking a little more intimately close than they are here. Despite that, my friend still joked that they looked like they were going to kiss, but alas, the pose was still too cute, so I kept it like this. I tried to switch up their mouth shapes to differentiate them a little more, but I struggled figuring out a more smile-like shape for my Mikusona, so I just kept their mouths the same in the end. I made Miku's twin tails a little thinner and more well put together than mine. I still struggled with Miku's square headpieces this time, just like in my last video. I'm not certain where exactly they should be placed, but I think I managed. As you can imagine, this hand pose was a nightmare to draw. I had to take a reference picture of my own hands holding onto something. It really paid off though. I personally think the hands turned out really good. The coloring was pretty straightforward. I didn't really need to make any adjustments to the base tones. Miku and my Mikusona meshed really well together, surprisingly. I thought their hair colors would clash really badly, but they ended up complementing each other very nicely. For the overall lighting, I tried to create a spotlight effect. I got to add in a lot of layers to try to get the lighting and effects looking right. I think it turned out really good, if I do say so myself. It's very dark, but still very nice and glowy. At the end, my Mikusona's hair was blending into the background because of the gradient, so I tried to lighten the background behind it a little bit, just to create some more separation between the two. I think it turned out good, but I'm still not sure if I like the gradient as much here. But here they are. Behold Miku and my Mikusona's duet. I love how they ended up looking together. I'd say I would even like to draw them together again sometime. But that's all for today, crew. Be sure to like and subscribe to join our little pirate crew. It's growing at a nice and steady pace, but until our next voyage then, bye bye!